Hey guys, so this is really going to be a scripted video. It's just going to be me giving my quick thoughts about the state of play and certain games that I'm somewhat interested in. So if you are curious about my thoughts on those games, make sure to like, subscribe, keep watching, and here's the video. So the first game I want to talk about is Insomniac's Wolverine game, since you know this is a comic book page, and well, comic books one thing to talk about. But anyway, graphics look good. The violence, very violent, but it's Wolverine, so that part's kind of obvious. Gene's in the game, which I thought was interesting, but turns out there's something called Team X. The X-Men don't exist. Mutants aren't really that widely known, which I guess kind of makes sense because there's references and Easter eggs to other characters in the Insomniac games, but none really for mutants. So I guess they don't really exist in this world, or at least they don't exist. I mean, they do exist. They're just not known to the world yet, which I guess makes sense why you never really saw references of them. So I'm guessing this is going to be an origin to the X-Men, and Wolverine's probably going to meet a lot of his, I guess, rogues gallery, or we're going to see a lot of the X-Men rogues gallery for the first time ever, even though most of the characters are pretty old. So, not really surprised given this Insomniac, but you know what? I'm one to wait until it comes out, so I guess we will wait and see. Next game is Marvel Tokon. We got Doom's team revealed. They're called the Knights of Doom. Like I said in one of my previous shorts, I'm not surprised of Norman Osborn being in the game, or I guess Green Goblin. Magneto and Carnage did surprise me. I guess Magneto not as much. Carnage, yes, I wouldn't really think Dr. Doom would work with someone like Carnage, since, Carnage is a lot, chaos, destruction, murder anybody, stuff like that. I just don't think Doom, more structure and order. So Magneto made some sense. Even to an extent, Green Goblin can make some sense. But honestly, I like the team, like the gameplay, and I'm excited to see what Ghost Rider's team will be. Next, I want to talk about the Rayman game. Now, the last Rayman game I played was one that came out, I believe, 2012 on the Wii U. It was a side-scroller co-op game, and it was pretty fun. So I believe this game will also be pretty fun. I'm not really well-versed in the Rayman lore or the Rayman history, but I am excited for it, and I'll give it a try if I can. The next game is one that I'm not as knowledgeable about, Kemuri, which is about hunting yokai. The art style looked good, gameplay looked good. It reminded me a lot of Sunset Overdrive. So this is definitely a game I'm gonna have to give a try. I would love to learn more about it, and honestly, the gameplay looked really fun. Then there was Tomb Raider. Now, that's a game I know very well. I remember playing the reboot trilogy on the 360 and Xbox One. So I'm super excited for that. I believe there's a new game coming out and a remake of one of the older games or original games. So I'm excited to play both. Huge fan of the Tomb Raider series. So yeah, another great part of the state of play. The next game I saw was The Lost Wild, which is seemingly a horror game where you got to escape and survive dinosaurs. Now, I'm not much of a horror game guy, so I don't know if I will really play it, but I can't lie, the concept and how it looks is very interesting. Maybe one day I'll give it a try. Now, Phantom Blade Zero is a game we've been seeing for the past, I believe, 3 years. So that game, I can't wait to play. It reminds me a lot of, like, the excitement I'll have for that game is probably around the same as I had for Ghost of Tsushima. And the combat looks great. Design's great. Story great. I'm just super excited to play that game. I've been waiting 3 years, and I'm happy that the wait is soon to be over. Similar to Phantom Blade Zero, I'm very excited for Onimusha. Seems like a very cool game. Granted, I've never played the original one. Maybe I gotta go back to play those. I'm currently going back to play the Devil May Cry series, so maybe I should go back and play a lot of those popular PS2, PS1 era games. Seems pretty cool and seems pretty interesting. I'll definitely have to give that a try one day. Like I said, with The Lost Wild, I don't really play horror games, so I may not play that Silent Hill game, but I will say it does look interesting. It does look fun. A lot of those Silent Hill games seem that way, but it's not really my genre. Another example of that is that Ill game. Now, the Ill game is a lot more action oriented, so I think I can give that a try. So yeah, I guess those are my takes on both of those games. Now, I've heard of the Ace Combat series. I did not know it was 8 of them. I've never played any of their games before, but maybe I'll give it a try this time. It did look fun, looked interesting, and I'm always want to try new things. So if there's ever a sale, I think I'll give this game a try. Now that StuntMan game looked super fun and interesting and something different. When I saw that trailer, I just assumed it was just another racing game like Forza or The Crew, which I think is Sony's one. I'm not sure. But that StuntMan game looked crazy, looked great, and it was a interesting, I guess, car game. You know, you're trying to do something different that isn't either Forza or Mario Kart. So that game, I can definitely see myself picking up once it comes out. Now, last and certainly not least of the games that was shown during State of Play that interest me, God of War Lafe. Now, I was worried when I first saw that game. I'm not gonna lie, I assumed it was gonna be a remake or some type of remaster since, Sony, they do that even if the game still looks good. But seeing the gameplay, listen, I love the 2018 God of War. I loved Ragnarok. So seeing the gameplay, seeing the new story, the new gods, new mythologies. Like, I'm super excited for that game. So that's definitely a day one comp for me personally. I know I've seen some people not interested. I didn't like how it was 20-minute gameplay, but most of it was cinematics and cutscenes. I think games need to fix that and stop doing that. But overall, I am very excited about the game. Well, overall, those are my thoughts of the State of Play. Overall, I think it was a great one. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, even 10 out of 10, depending on your preferences. I think there's something for everyone in this State of Play, and it was very enjoyable. And I can't wait for the other showcases this week, Summer Game Fest, Xbox Showcase, PC Gaming. So if you're a fan of games, this is a great week for you. Well, that's it for me. Like, subscribe, hype the video. And I hope to see y'all later. I should have another scripted video out soon about Marvel Rivals coming out next week. And I hope you all enjoy. See ya. Thanks.